I want to give you the true formula to building wealth today. And the formula to building wealth is number one is work ethic. You have to be willing to work hard in order to be successful. We live in a very competitive day and age. Work ethic is number one. Number two is grit. You got to have some grit. You're going to face adversity. You're going to face hard days. Where true killers are created, they're not on the days where it's going good, where they're making money. No, they're on the challenging days. Dude, I'm 5 days in, I haven't made a sale, Jonah. I don't know what to do. All right, well, the worst thing that you can do is show up on day 6 with a shitty attitude, and then you're gonna get into this downward spiral. So you gotta have some grit, you gotta have some character. You know what we call those hard days, character building days. Thirdly, you've got to have high energy. All right, the higher energy you have, the more money you're gonna make. Sales is a transfer of energy. So if I walk in, my vibes are low. How's it going, Jonah? It's going all right. It's like, no, like, dude, fuck yeah, let's get to work. Today's gonna be a good day. Let's help some families. All right, you're dapping up your buddies. You know, if you make a sale, dude, get on the desk and pound your chest. Like, do something goofy. You know, have fun. Like, have high energy. It's like, life is good. We woke up. We don't have anything to complain about. Things are always going wrong, but at the end of the day, we're blessed. All right. Fourthly, you have to be disciplined. You have to have discipline. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So what are the other aspects of your life? All right. Are you waking up early? Are you working out? I haven't asked ChatGPT this, but my assumption would be, all right, ChatGPT, what are the characteristics of the morning routine of the most successful individuals in the world, millionaires and billionaires? Break it down. I guarantee you, haven't even looked this up. ChatGPT would tell me they wake up earlier than most and they work out. They do something that gets their heart rate up. Just do those two things. They wake up early, they work out. Do that. All right. Next is organization. All right. The more organized you are, the more systematized you are, the better results you're going to have in this business. Become data driven. Know your numbers. All right. Know your numbers. That's where you're able to improve. All right. How many dials did I make? How many conversations? How many presentations? What did I close? All right. You know, when you're hiring staff, you know, have set KPIs, set SOPs. All right, have set roles and responsibilities. Make sure you stay organized. Are you organizing your book of business, your clients? All right, when you go to call them back in a year, like, are they all organized? Every time I'd help a client, I would leave detailed notes on that person. Put all the information, name, address, time of the appointment, what I closed, if it went to underwriting, if it got approved, if I need to follow up with them. I would leave detailed notes of how that conversation went. Maybe they were a Green Bay Packers fan. Maybe they were from something we built rapport on, so I could remember that person. So if they call me back 6 months, a year later, I'm able to remember that conversation. I also scan all my financial inventories in, and I have a digital copy of my financial inventory. So if I call to upgrade their coverage, if they call me back, all right, this is a potential annuity opportunity. Cool. We covered half the mortgage. We can upgrade their full mortgage. All right. Oh, John's making $6,000 a month. Mary's only making $2,000, but we covered John. Let's look at an option for Mary. Or are their incomes the same? If they're both making the same and you insure one spouse, make sure you're insuring the other spouse. Whether the first appointment, ideally, or if they really can't afford it, call them back later. Like, you got to know the information. You got to be organized. Next thing I wrote down is you got to be a risk taker. Nothing is certainly. The more risk, the more reward. Be willing to take risks in your business, whether that's investing in systems, bringing on an agent, bringing on teams, maybe a potential partnership, whatever it may be. But you have to take risks in your business. Take calculated risks, but take massive risks, because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Next thing is be money motivated. You know, for me, money's not my primary driver. I'm here for impact, serving others, but don't get me wrong, I want to build a successful business. Like, you got to be money motivated. You got to care about the profit of your business and have a healthy pulse on that. One thing I do is I check my bank account every morning, hitting PRs on my bank account. I want to see that. And then lastly, and most importantly, is high character. You have to have character in this business. Your reputation is everything. It takes years to build a good reputation, and your reputation can be tarnished just like that. Or think about it this way. Think about, like, all right, hey, I'm thinking about going to see this movie. And then your boy's like, oh, I saw that movie. It's okay. Dude, done. I'm not going to go see that movie. So when you're building a business, think about, oh yeah, I worked there, but I had a bad experience or this or that. And there's obviously going to be negative people and people that blame other people and they take accountability. But for the most part, it's like, you could say whatever you want about me. You could say, I think Jonah's a pussy. I think he's soft. I think this, I think that. I think his haircut's ugly. Whatever. But you can't say I effed anybody over. You can't say I did anybody wrong. You cannot say that. So character and integrity is so important. And that's one thing I've learned. And especially the longer I get in this business, the more I really check people. I look at their heart. I look at their motives. I'm really good at reading people at this point because I've been around shady people and I've been around people with an agenda. But I also look at their track record. As a leader, how long have your people been with you? What is your reputation? It's like I ask people. Like if I'm potentially being in business with somebody, I'm gonna get other opinions of people that know them better, have spent time with them. Hey, what do you think of such and such person? So maintaining a good reputation is huge. So those are just some bullet point things that I wrote out that I wanted to share with you that was on my heart of just characteristics in the formula to becoming ultra successful in business and different things I've learned from mentors that are more successful and above me. So I hope this was helpful. If you took value, like, subscribe, and share with somebody else. God bless.